Hey there guys, it's Tony here from Gamefreakblog, just bringing you another video, one in the series of Game Freak Revisits. This time we're going to be revisiting the often overlooked Star Wars classic in my eyes anyway, and in a lot of people's, Republic Commando. Now it was released in 2005, just kind of like around the same time as the actual Clone Wars movie was released, and it follows the adventures of a specially designed or cloned or whatever you want to say group of commandos, clone trooper commandos, and it takes you on a variety of missions. It's kind of done in a first-person style if you haven't seen it before, which I'm sure some of you have if you're into Star Wars. It's done in like a first-person style, along in the same veins as kind of like Rainbow Six, a bit more of a kind of like tactical shoot, but tactical light. It's not exactly as in depth or anything like that as the Rainbow Six games are. So we're just going to jump in and kind of like have a look at the game. I'm going to give you a few more details as we go in on, but we're just jumping into the game now. So this is the beginning, seeing you raised from a clone. So
welcome, little one. This is your first day.
Baby Jesus.
01/138. We expect great things from you.
Now, unless these clones are really, really good, surely they wouldn't actually understand what you're talking about if you were just a baby. But hey, you know, they're just talking to you, so.
A sharp mind can be the key to survival.
See, you can't even get away from schoolwork, even if you're in the Republic Army.
It will be your inherent physical traits that win the day. And in this regard, you will be superior to your more common brethren.
Did you hear that, guys? Superior. Yeah, me, superior, not you. I kind of like this this little bit here, just the initial setup of the game and stuff. I kind of like the overall kind of look of the world that they've done. It's quite a lot more kind of like gritty, if you like, over the other Star Wars games, which are kind of a, you know, really clean cut. You know, the artistic style that they use for this is a lot different. There's no real kind of whites or anything really. Everything seems to be kind of like a burnished metal almost. Yeah, take that, hologram. That's more of a machine gun sound, so I do apologise. I'll try to get through this little review for you without doing too many absolutely fucking goddamn awful impressions. But it's a fairly long video, this. I wanted to kind of film the initial setup of the game. Taking it from this, seeing you as the intro and everything, right down until you meet up with the other members of your crew. What you'll see in a second, as soon as we go into the first mission, which is kind of behind the scenes of what was happening on Geonosis during the time of the Clone Wars. You kind of get snuck into the Geonosian kind of like command center, but you have to kind of, all of your troops, as you can see here, board different gunships, so you've got to kind of meet up with them. So I'm going to run through all the way through to when we get all four members of the team together. So I'm probably going to have to split this over two videos, because I think it's around about a 20 to 25 minute long video, but hopefully it'll be worth it. You can kind of see here what I was talking about with the kind of grittier world. Everything's really dark. You know, and all the other games, the Republic gunships are kind of like gleaming white with lots of kind of like World War II army style paintings on the front and things like this. But with this game, they actually just went for a kind of more, I don't know whether you'd kind of call it naturalistic, I guess, but you know, everything's kind of used and worn, almost like what the original idea of the Star Wars universe was. So I do kind of like that. Massive clone army has been deployed for the first time against separate droid forces. So essentially, as I said, what we've got is kind of like a squad-based first-person shooter. You play the role of, well, you called that aptly named boss in this in this game. You're the Marine character you're playing is called Boss, which you know, they must have really been burning the candles until late night to come up with this one. Most of the names of your group, they've got like certain number designations, but most of them in this sound like they've been named by fucking 12-year-old boys. Like, what would you kind of call them? Oh, I'd call him Scorch. I'd call him Boss. You know, I think they could have come up with something a little bit more original. We're on the express elevator to hell, going down! Nope, sorry, wrong film.
It's nice to see they finally unhooked you from the simulators. I've been assigned as your advisor, and will be your eye in the sky until further notice.
Oh, not joining us for the battle then? Bastard. I kind of like this a little bit as you're peeking out of the side of the transporter.
Find him and link up. The squad objective remains. Find Sun Fac and eliminate him. I will be issuing further orders as you go. Good luck, Commando.
So the first mission that we've got, as you just did there, we've got to eliminate someone called Sun Vac. There's the little fella there, some kind of one of those little Geonosian beasties that were so easy to kill. So hopefully he shouldn't be that hard. So yeah, it's your typical first-person game. You know, your left trigger shoots, right trigger shoots, left trigger throws grenades. This guy's going to get owned. Whoa! Your A button is kind of like it's context sensitive, so all sorts of different things, whether it's health, whether it's opening doors, giving your squads commands. It kind of depends on the situation that you're in. Clicking the right trigger in goes into kind of like iron sight mode, as you'll see in a bit. It was really, when I actually haven't played this game for about, it's got to be at least 5 or so years, and when I racked this up, I was kind of taken aback a little bit about the controls. I thought, good God, these controls are absolutely awful. It took me some while to get used to them, because you've got like a real sense of inertia behind you, kind of like you walk forward a bit, and you carry on kind of walking. You'll see it in a second when I go up to this health thing. I'm kind of going left, right, line up, fucking hell. So you see, hold down A, gives you a heal of some Bacta, which fills you up. You can also, if your squad members are struggling, you can point to that, and your squad members will run up and get healed as well. So you can see ammo, grenades laying all around. I kind of like the heads up is a bit kind of like Metroid. The heads up display, it gives you all sorts of information on there. So you can see the little kind of green squared areas. That's like your health. You can see me horrific, and those battle droids got owned. Yeah, it's a fucking terrible shot. Absolutely awful. I think this was the section there where I was like, how do you go into first person again? And the kind of good thing I did like about this game as well, even more so now that I've caught up with some of the Clone Wars animated things, was just the actual battle droids. I mean, for some reason, like the battle droids in the cartoons and the later episode 2 and 3 of the films, the battle droids were just fucking comedic. Oh, Roger, and slapstick, Charlie Chaplin-esque type, slipping over everywhere, and absolutely awful. But anyway, it doesn't detriment from the game. I think the game's still pretty... So you can see it's pretty fun and frolic. I've got another video coming up this week, which is a look at Battlefront 2, another one of my favourite Star Wars games. But it's almost like with the latest games that came out, almost with the new the new trilogy, that the kind of Geonosis setting almost became like the new Hoth. Like in all of the old games, like the ones on the N64 and things like that, the big kind of show-off level was taking down the AT-ATs on Hoth and stuff. And it seems with this was like Geonosis was the big showy-off level. I don't know whether it's just easy to do because essentially it's just brown mountains all around. But get him! I like the kind of thing there. You'll notice that if you get oil or blood or rain on your visor or anything like that, you kind of get that little electric windscreen wiper that comes across and wipes it all off. Nice little touch. So essentially, all we're doing here, we've landed down in the clone ship, and we've just got to battle away to try and get into the Spire complex, which is where our other teammates have landed. And inside the Spire is the enemy guy that we've got to take out. Sun bollocks, whatever his name was, I can't remember. I love this bit here. You'll see what I mean about the context sensitive stuff, because we've got to take out this gun turret up here, and I stood down at the bottom and I was lobbing some grenades at it, and it just didn't happen. It wasn't until I kind of got up and the screen gave me the visual prompt where I had to chuck it that it allowed me to chuck it in. I mean, look, I don't know, looked pretty much on target, even though it bounced out. But
The only way to take out that gun emplacement is with grenades.
yes, I was just trying that. So you see here, more or less walk up to it, and there we go. First time. Thank you. So the doorway you'll see just in the distance there, that's where we're kind of heading, just straight down to that doorway. So there's not much more. I've just got to go through another little bit, take out a few more droids, and excuse me. Yeah, the crouching's a bit tricky. I should have toggled it so it would lock when I clicked the stick in. I had to click it again to lock it off. This one you just got to hold it down, but ain't no thing. Right, this is that brash talking there was the first one of my teammates. There we go.
I'm linking up to your HUD, boss. Those sonic turrets tearing our troopers apart. Lead, I have uploaded a...
So certain ones of your troops, they've got certain skills. There was the guy with a sniper rifle at the top, and certain context-sensitive parts of the game, you'll get like a barricade where you can point and click him at, and he'll give you like Overwatch coverage, or this guy here splices the computers. There's another guy that's the other team member. I'm not going to get into all the fucking names or numbers or whatever they are. I'm just going to call them the other clones. But yeah, they're like explosives, and you can just setting that one off. You can also kind of set them to clear and breach. Also with your clear and breach doors, also with your D-pad, push in different directions. You can give them different kind of things to do, such as like, you know, hold a position, form up on you, search and destroy. So you know it's